Hello! My name is Odysseus Prometheus III, and welcome back to The Beginner's Guide. So, yeah, I have nothing to say. I'm going to keep playing this game because I like thinking.
Like if Coda wanted to make a game about talking to someone other than himself.
Okay, so we missed a little bit of what he said because I was a little slow on the draw of getting it.
To me, this environment is meant to represent Coda's puzzle, with the two doors on either side and a dark transitional space between.
Okay. So that guy sits clean. Music and such in the background. Is there anything that I can do in here? Everything seems interactive. Well, goodness, I'm glad. It's all heck that you showed up. Thought I might be having to clean this entire house by myself, and right miserable that would be. Everyone knows lonesome hands
You'll notice
make
that the
lousy
quality of the art is a step up from previous games,
Yeah.
including this new and improved chat system, which he started using from this point on. From here on out, he begins putting much more effort into the visual polish of his work, and this particular game took 2 months to create as a result.
Okay. Don't worry. Don't worry about me. A place this nice, I'll be glad to stay here all night. Lousy homes make home loners. Are we cleaning this whole place? I'll go with one. Well, now you just might be getting a little ahead of yourself there. Now, why don't you start cleaning and then you decide whether or not you could do it all night. I'll finish up here. In the meantime, could you please clear the table? Sure. Much nicer. It's the table I want to see. Now, would you please run into the bedroom and make the bed? Okay. While you're in there, why don't you straighten the rug a bit? All the little details matter. Do you enjoy being a house cleaner? How'd you end up with this job? It's been a long time since I've seen a house this messy. Go with 2. A friend dragged me along at a time when I was particularly desperate for cash. Turns out I've never felt so good doing something for money in my whole life. Never did like cleaning my own home. I might have got some demons I ain't ready to face yet. Oh, speaking of demons, someone's put this couch all in a mess. Would you come and straighten these pillows here? Sure. Oh dear, looks like someone spilled a drink over the couch. Maybe mop up that as long as you're over there? Okay. I feel compelled to share an incredibly cheesy personal insight. You okay with that? Make it especially cheesy? Yeah, I'll try to get by. Do you absolutely have to? Make it especially cheesy. ... No. No, it was stupid, sorry. Never mind. These dishes need to be washed. Why don't you come do that? Oh, I wanted to hear the cheesy insight. Last I checked, the tub needed cleaning. How about you scrub it down as best you can? No need to be perfect, we're all just human. Are there still books scattered on the floor of the bedroom? If so, would you put them back on the shelf? Perfect. Now then, how about you come clear
After the
these
intense set of
dishes
prison
off
games,
the
this
table?
house cleaning level almost feels like cleansing. It's the moment after a particularly difficult or traumatic experience where you just need to let it sit and digest inside of you, and eventually cohere into something meaningful.
Do these chores ever end, darling? Let me tell you something. Whatever work you do, you absolutely have to own it, otherwise it owns you, so don't... So,
I know that
why
Coda
don't
really
we do
liked
the
this
task
game.
at hand?
Of all of his
The
work,
future
actually,
choice,
this was the
future
only
you.
one that he called me up to ask me to come over and look at it. This was during a period of a few months where he was, like, grossly happy all the time. Just walked around with a constant smile on his face.
Earlier when I said I had a really cheesy thought, I was going to say that it occurs with me that one's house is like one's soul. You take care of it and it takes care of you. Don't know why I felt so weird about saying that. I get it. That's a weird thing to say to someone you just met. Yeah, you're right, that's pretty cheesy. But there's a bit of truth in it, no? Why not 3? Anyway, so, housekeeping. Let's keep doing this. Books, would you please clean up the books? Thanks. Oh goodness, those pillows over on the couch are real.
I'm glad he found some peace.
This is a rather peaceful game. Question.
But, of course,
Do you
it
enjoy
can't
this?
last. The music stops, your companion is gone, it's time to leave. The door at the top of the hill is now open as well. Again, you can't stay in the dark space for too long. You just can't. You have to keep moving. It's how you stay alive.
Oh, that's what it meant with the door between... the dark space in between the doors. Okay. That's back from, like, I think it's episode... Yeah, that would have only been the second episode. That would have been the second episode, not all the way back in the first, I don't think. When we had the 3 people with the face cubes and they asked me about the puzzles and such.
Which is the whole point of the puzzle doors, right? That sooner or later you have to pick up and move. I really thought that was the point of it.
Okay. Your tone kind of insinuates that you think it might not be. So, is there a reason behind that? Items
This one
you
gets a
look at.
bit goofy.
Okay. Why did you come here today? Was it to improve your life? Was it to get a better job? Was it to make your relationships more meaningful? No. You came here to become perfect. This workshop is going to teach you how to be perfect. I want your friends, the people in your life, to look at you and think, wow, this person is a better human being than I am. Right now, who do you think about that way in your life? Who do you know who is so well developed as a person that they make you feel disgusting? Compared, you feel selfish, ungrateful. I intend to make you to that person. Perfection is within your grasp, and the question is not how do we do it, but how do we do it effortlessly.
About
This is
halfway through
easy.
the game,
It's so
the
easy.
perspective
It's so
shifts.
easy. Being perfect is effortless.
And you play as the teacher. And suddenly, you discover that your teacher is just as bigoted and afraid as you are. Oh, and also you can move around the classroom now.
This is the key how to achieve it with no effort. On the way to work, I told an elderly person to start contributing to society. Kids should not follow their... Oh, this guy's kinda a jerk. Let me just say the first one. Okay. Now, let me tell you right now. If it isn't effortless, then it's not the right answer. I still love you, it's just that you make me feel cold inside. Being alone must be awful. Okay, so 2 and 3 are obviously, like, I guess, the inner monologue. This is... Why is there I think it just pulled me in. Or maybe it didn't. Maybe Anyway. Thank goodness all of you perceive me as being wise and intelligent. Drinking is not hurting my life. Oh, wow. If you are torturing yourself trying to find the right solutions in your life, you're not doing it right. Okay, then. Do you understand that you won't be happy until you loved me? This is for you, who I'm developing a cyst. Gross. Seek out only one thing. What is the easiest, simplest path forward? So you're telling people to be a Sith. Because that's what being a Sith is all about. It's taking the most direct path, the path of least resistance, even if that path is not the, like, right or just way. It's the path that's easiest for you. And that doesn't always mean that you'll do bad things. It just means you're just taking the direct route. Anyway. Just kidding. Anyone want to do some ecstasy after this? There is no truth. There is no path. Oh, okay. What if I'm not a good teacher? Oh shit! You guys, something is coming out of the back of the room. Look out. You mean the black hole? You mean the black hole? And the screaming? Is that what you're talking about? Do what is easiest, do what is simplest, feel what is true. Nothing. No one. It's coming for you. It's going to destroy you. Everyone run! Run!
I felt pretty hard for this one. I feel like it's one of the most relatable experiences that you can
Perfection.
To assume that some other person is perfect and totally fulfilled in every way, and completely miss all of the little flaws that make them painfully human. I think about this game a lot these days.
I don't want to, like, keep on always having to check my time when I feel like I'm getting to the end of an episode length. And I'm in 2010, right?
This one
so
took
yeah,
a lot longer than all the others for Coda to make. It was 4 months between this and the last one.
Yeah.
That's twice as long as it took him to make any other game before this, and it's not like it's particularly complex, so I remember I found that a little strange at the time.
Okay, so, as I was saying, I don't want to keep on, like, looking back and trying to figure out my time by getting out of it, because the window for this blocks the entire screen. But anyway, I think I'm just going to end this episode here, because those two did take a fair amount of time. So, I'll pick up here in the next episode. My name is Odysseus Prometheus III, but you can call me Odie. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Hey, 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 you should subscribe.